welcome to Vlogmas Day 21. Let's get cooking. Let's talk for a minute about something that nobody can escape during the holidays, and that is family drama. I've had my own set of family drama, and it really got me thinking today how this time of year can really be challenging for people with family coming in, or you going to see family, time constraints, things like that. The holidays can just be stressful, being around family that you don't see on a daily basis. Maybe you see them one time a year, and it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or maybe both, but that's the only time you really spend any time with these people. And when there's history there and you're evolving and changing and learning and growing as a person individually, sometimes you can show up and be a different version of yourself than your family expected from the year before and have a different expectation of you, because as you grow into a new version of yourself, which we're all trying to do, that's why we're here, trying to be better versions of ourselves as women in middle age and finding our place in this new chapter of life when kids are gone to school and things like that. So we end up changing, and sometimes people don't receive that necessarily in the way that we would like them to. Sometimes in that vein, sometimes you can be labeled, like everybody gets a label in the family, like the peacemaker, the troublemaker, the argumentative one, and it can be difficult to shake those labels. But here's the key thing to remember with that. Just because they're familiar doesn't mean it's healthy. And that's where boundaries come in. Setting boundaries with family members is not mean. It's not out of resentment. It's not being hurtful to the other person. It's protecting your own peace. So if you can resonate with this feeling, leave a comment down below. Boundaries are not ultimatums or cutting people off abruptly or being like cold and like ignoring people. Boundaries are setting limits for yourself, expressing those boundaries, letting them be known to those people, and then making sure that you keep those boundaries for yourself. You don't need permission to have boundaries, even with your family. My particular example with this is I've had to set boundaries with my sibling, my brother, and we've always had a very kind of contentious relationship in adulthood. We have two very different views of the world, and we kind of would come and go into contact. And we had a falling out a couple of years ago. I set a hard boundary that I would not be spoken to in a certain way, and he did, and I severed the relationship. And I said that I wasn't gonna talk to him if he was gonna speak to me like that. Well, then the storms came last October. I set out my olive branch because I wanted to make sure that his family was taken care of, because I had rented a couple of places that were safe and out of harm's way from the storms, and I invited him and his family to come and join us. And my texts and phone calls went unanswered and unresponded to. That's fine, no big deal. Now this year, my parents are coming to my house for Christmas dinner, and my mom wanted me to extend an invitation to my brother. She felt that if an invitation was going to be extended, that it should be from me because it's my house, which I respect. So I did, and I got a very abrupt, same dialogue as usual, text in response, but of course saying that he's not going to come. So in that lesson is set a boundary with my brother of how I would and would not be spoken to and or treated, and he doesn't like that boundary, and I have to uphold that boundary for myself and my peace. So it's better for me that we don't communicate on a regular basis like we were. But now he's very upset with the fact that I'm withholding my boundaries, and that's something that you may encounter when you do set boundaries. with family members is they may not take it very well, and it may cause some issues in the relationship. And that's something that when you are ready to and prepared to set the boundary and honor it, just be aware that that might happen. If this resonates with you, leave a comment down below. As you move into this new chapter of life, your growth might be uncomfortable for some of your family members because they're very comfortable with the old version of you, but you're not responsible for handling other people's emotions about how your life is changing and how you're growing. So grow with confidence, set your boundaries. If your boundaries do get challenged this holiday season, do the 478 method, take a break in the bathroom, but know that you are not being selfish by honoring your own boundaries. You're not being selfish by setting boundaries. That is a sign of growth and respect for yourself. So if you need it, this is me giving you permission to show up differently. It's give yourself permission to be the newest, greatest, best version of yourself. If that's the same person as your family saw last year, fantastic. If it's not, that's wonderful too. But honor your growth, honor your healing, and know that that matters and it's important. Now, after all that heaviness of how to get prepared to spend some real time with family this holiday season, it's time for the Sephora unboxing. So this is the box from the box right back there. And let's see what we get today. It is a Sephora skincare, and it is an all-day hydrator. So that is an addition to our Sephora skincare line. So that will be awesome. And then we have box number 21 out of the 10 of which you are sitting on right now. Yay! It is a Sephora brightening eye cream. You guys are going to have a whole Sephora skincare line in this bin. It seems, because we've gotten so much, I want to take, oh no, I can't, it's sealed. Okay, I'm not going to take a peek. But we've got the hydrator, we've got an eye cream. I know we have a cleanser in there. I believe there's a moisturizer in there too. And I know we have a serum. So we are doing great with the Sephora skincare line. And I'm excited for whoever wins this tin at the end of Vlogmas. And we are coming down to the wire, ladies. Can you believe it is the 21st day of Vlogmas? We are on the countdown. So I wanted to show you also, I did get to cook a little bit, but I wanted to show, I couldn't have this conversation with you while I was baking, which was my original intention, because I had people all around me. My husband was watching the football game, and we had workers in the house basically all day, and one actually in my kitchen at my feet while I was making the cookies. So during this fast forward that I'm going to show you, during this time lapse that I showed you of me making cookies, this guy was at my feet the whole time. But I got the cookies made. I'm super excited. I do need to get green food coloring to make the icing to go in the thumbprint cookies. I'll show you a picture of my mom's because she's also baking and she sent me a picture. So I'll show you a picture of what they're supposed to look like when they're all done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you are enjoying this holiday season and finding these Vlogmas videos entertaining, or at least comical, if nothing else, and the way my chaos ensues in my life. Like this video if you're enjoying this content. Share it with someone that might like it too. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps me a lot. And make sure you leave me a comment down below of a boundary you might have to set with your family this year. I know it's a crazy year with a lot going on, and it might be challenging. So sitting around the Christmas dinner table might be a little more challenging this year than in past. Do honor your growth. I'm so excited to grow with you in 2026. We're going to be doing some vision boarding and setting some goals here in the next week or so. So I'm excited to take you guys with me. Like I said, subscribe to the channel if you are interested in going along this journey next year, and I will see you tomorrow.